Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Before we get started here, tell us where you're from in the comments and tag your friends to join us. I am joined today with Eduardo, who is the regional manager for our Brazil office, and we're going to get to know him a little bit better today. We are live from the ERDI page today. So if you have a comment or question that you would like to be seen, head on over to the ERDI page by searching in the search bar at the top, ERDI Divers. So while we wait for people to tune in, Eduardo, I want to know, have you been watching the Olympics?
Yes.
Oh, how good.
And I'm very happy.
What is your favorite sport in the Olympics?
Oh, the skate.
The skating.
The
Oh,
skating. Yeah,
yeah,
because
that is really exciting to watch.
yeah. I'm a skater for in my when I young. So very impressed that the little girl from Brazil that earned the silver medal. Yeah, that's so nice. It's a 13 years old, the little girl.
Amazing.
Yeah, 13 years old and have a silver medal, gold for Olympics. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's so incredible. We were watching swimming last night, and there was a guy that was like 19 or something. I can't remember what country he was from.
Yeah.
My husband and I were just talking about, like, he's 19, and like last year he was going to be 18 and do the Summer Olympics. So how long has he been training to be in the Olympics? And then you're now talking about this 13-year-old girl.
13 years old, yeah. It's a little girl from Brazil. Yeah. This called I don't know how to say that in English. It's fada. It's like I try to remember the name, the word in English, but it's a little. Let me see. Fairy.
Is this? Like small.
Yeah, fairy, a little fairy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. So we have a decent amount of people here, so let's go ahead and dive into it. I'll introduce myself, and then I'll turn it over to you to let you introduce yourself to the people. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live. We are going to be featuring our regional offices over the next couple of months so that you can get to know who they are and the areas that they serve a little bit better, as well as just bring our social media initiative more global. I am Brittany Bozick, your content manager here at International Training. So any social posts that you see, any newsletter or any blog posts that you see coming from International Training is my responsibility. So if you have an idea for a piece of content that you would like us to produce, please send me an email at marketing@tdisdi.com. So as I said, today I'm joined by Eduardo. I always get so confused. It's like opposite way. He is our regional manager of our office located in Brazil. He's here to tell us more about his office, where to dive in Brazil, and the status of COVID. But before we begin, I'm going to have Eduardo introduce himself. So go ahead, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eduardo from Brazil. I'm the regional officer in Brazil area. That's only the Brazil country. And I'm very happy to stay here and talk with you guys.
Awesome. So let's kick it off with, where are you located in Brazil and what areas do you serve?
Yeah, I'm located in the center of the country. The capital of the Brazil is Brasilia. And our regional office served only Brazil area and Brazil country. Brazil, it's a very huge country. It's located in South America, if you don't know it. And it's very huge territorial land. It's bigger like USA. It's the five bigger country in the world, and the big country in the Latin America. So it's it's a continental country too.
Yeah. So what brought you specifically to International Training?
Yeah, I was a owner for a dive center for 23 years, and it's called Scuba Do. And because of my name,
Yeah.
my nickname is Dudu.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And I work with other agencies as NITI as well. And in 2015, I was not happy with the agency that I was a course director, and started to look in other agencies to work in the recreational side. And then I have a meeting with Paul Montgomery in the Tech Dive USA 2014. And we have a nice conversation, and I decided to stop to work with my dive center. I sell my dive center and start to dedicate 100% of my job with this new business, regional office.
Yeah.
And it's very nice because you will helping the Brazil market to have another option in terms of agency for recreational diving. And when we start with 5 dive centers, and we have 15 renewal structures, and today we have 76 facilities, and we have more than 400 instructors. So I'm very happy. In 5 years or 6 years, we do a lot of things, and a lot of things good for our market. And we have a lot of respect from the dive center owners and instructors.
That is incredible growth in that region in 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. I'm blown away. Okay, so that's incredible. Tell me more about like what's going on in Brazil as far as COVID. Are you guys open for visitors right now?
Yeah. For some countries, we are open. For many countries, we cannot travel to other countries, but we can receive tourists, etc. We are open. All the dive centers are open, and the resorts and the dive centers near to the coast is open. Okay, we have a huge problem of COVID in April this year, but now the number of the people recovering increasing too much because of the beginning of the vaccine. And at the moment we have 50% of the population get vaccinated. So it's very nice because we have people recovering very well, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys can't leave, but people can come to you.
Yeah. Yes. Well, please come.
Pay for tourism.
Yeah.
Okay, so when people do come to Brazil, what are the must-dive locations in Brazil?
Yeah, Brazil, like I said, is a huge country. We have a large coast. We have 7,000 kilometers long of the coast. So the water is warm. It's about 26 Celsius degrees. I don't know in Fahrenheit, but it's 26 Celsius degrees. It's very, very warm water. And the water is very clear in some island like Fernando de Noronha. It's a paradise island. And we have another island called Abrolhos. That's a very nice place to dive into. And in Salvador, it's a very nice city that you can go to dive in and see the carnival and etc. And we have a lot of big animals in these places. Like we can see reef corals, we can see humpback whales, you can see sharks, turtles, etc. And in the southeast, in the Rio de Janeiro, we have 2 cities. One is called Paraty, and the other one is Arraial do Cabo. Arraial do Cabo, the beaches is like Caribbean. You have the blue water, you have the white sand. It's very, very similar to Caribbean. And in Paraty, you can see the old Portugal colonial center. It's very, very nice from the century 17th century. You can see the cobbled streets,
Oh wow.
Very old, very old.
Roads. Yes.
Yeah, very old. And in the Paraty we have the literary festival, International Literary Festival, the books festival. And Brazilian people, it's a very receptive people. So coming to Brazil, we definitely will be a fan and adventure. And the cuisine is sensational, very tasty, exotic, and we have excellent dive centers, SDI resorts and dive centers spread all over these places. And inside of the country, we have many caves. I like cave diving, so yeah, we have many caves. We have 16,000 caves, and many of them is flooded. We have caves with different lithologies and many types too. We have the two words. No, we have the Mexico caves, like Mexico caves here, and we have like spring caves, like Florida caves here in the same country. So we have the both here. So the water of the caves is very warm too. It's 25, 20, 24 Celsius degrees.
Yeah.
And I know we have a lot of things to do here. Yeah.
So I heard that for a while the government prevented any cave diving. What is the status of cave diving in Brazil now?
Yeah, we not have any prohibition. We can dive. Okay. And the only thing that we have, because Brazil, the caves is not a property for the owner of the land. The caves is the property of the Brazil, okay, of the union, okay. So we have, if you want to open a cave for sell it for tourists, etc., it's not permitted. Even if you spend a long time with licenses and pay a lot of money in studies, etc. But if you are a diver and want to do a cave dive in a cave, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is if you want to to sell a ticket to enter in the cave. No, it's not permitted anymore. You have to. But if you are a diver and want to do a cave dive, it's not a problem.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So because of that, the logistics is not easy like United States. Okay, we don't see a Gin Springs resort like that. Yeah, you have to stop your car in the middle of the jungle and go. It's like Mexico.
Wow.
It's like Mexico.
So when you're cave diving in Brazil, it's just kind of like wherever the cave is, that's where you stop and that's where you unload, and like you hike back to the cave with your gear and do the dive.
Yeah, in the cave that we dove here for many years, you have to do a zip line and very difficult access. Yeah.
Yeah. A zip line? How does that work with
zip
your
line.
gear?
It's very difficult. It's like a 2-3 hours descent, all the equipment for diving for more 2 or 3 hours if you're a rebreather, and then more 3 hours getting the equipment out from the cave.
Oh my gosh!
It's
wow.
I know. As I said, it's very, very exciting, very fun, and very epic adventure.
Yes. That like gives a whole new meaning to where there's a will, there is a way.
Yeah. We don't have stair with carpet.
Yeah, no.
Like you have in the games in USA.
That's hilarious. So what about exiting the dive site? What happens then with the zip line?
Yeah. This place is so it's about 100 kilometers driving.
Yeah,
it's a very huge cave. I started to dive in this cave in '97, and in 2017 we reached the bottom of this saloon in 185 meters deep. So it's very, very deep. And this dive was filmed by a TV show here. It's called Fantástico. It's the same in English. It's amazing. It's a TV program show, and you can see that in YouTube. This cave is called Buraco do Inferno. In English is Hell's Hole, but nothing about hell. It's only the paradise place. It's very beautiful. The water is clear, 25 degrees Celsius, and a lot of fishes and turtles, etc. So it's a very beautiful place. And we need to do a zip line to get in there, to go to the water. You can see some videos on the internet and YouTube,
Oh,
etc.
we'll have to link those up in the
Yeah.
comments so that people
Yeah.
can see it if they're
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The other one is another cave that is 400 kilometers from my house. It's the bottom is 240 meters.
Oh,
And
wow.
a Brazilian diver, get that in the 90s, the 90s, and they get that. The name of this diver is Gilberto Menezes. We don't know where is he, but they get the 12 hours deco, I think, and he get the bottom. This cave is very nice for us to training deep dives and technical dives. It's very nice. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see the bottom, you see only the ceiling all the time. It's like this.
Oh,
you dive in and see ceiling.
Yeah.
You don't see the bottom. The bottom is 240 meters.
Oh my gosh, how ominous.
It's a very huge cave. Yeah, it's very nice. And the other one that I like too is the old gold mine that was flooded when stopped to drain the water out for many years. This old gold mine is 315 meters long, and you going 120 meters down inside of the rock. and there is a lot of kilometers of tunnels, etc. That's very nice. There we have a dive center TDI there. You can dive for mine diving, and you can see many things interesting. It's old gold mine, so sometimes you go to.
So what if I was an open water student? Where would I complete my dives in the São Paulo area, and same with the Brasilia area?
No, it's São Paulo area or in the coast. No, São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. For the beginners, the best places for diving is Paraty, Arraial do Cabo, and Angra dos Reis. It's the places in southeast, and the northeast too, in Fernando de Noronha and Salvador. It's very nice places for diving for the beginners, because we have warm water, short time in the boat. You don't have to travel too much in a boat. That's so you don't get seasickness. So it's a short time and good visibility, warm water, and a lot of fishes. Big animals.
So I guess anywhere that you're diving in Brazil, it's always going to be warm water, or will there be cold water as well?
Yeah, only in the south, but in the southeast and the northeast is only is warm water. Yeah, nice. For us sometimes it's cold, but when I talk that with the Europeans, like, oh, the water is cold, it's 21 Celsius degrees. No, it's not cold.
yeah, we have the same thing here.
Yeah, it's like Florida, no? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so I feel like we've covered a lot of diving things, which is great. But what about our tourist attractions? Are there any that someone would want to see while they're in Brazil?
Yeah, that is a lot of things to see in Brazil. We have some. It's difficult to say, but it's like a carnival that we have in the north, near to the Amazon River. The cities near to Amazon River. We have very beautiful festival called Parintins. It's very interesting, very beautiful. The people dress fantasies and very nice. You have two teams. You have the red team and the blue team, and the festival is a fight against blue team and red team. But the fight is the most beautiful fantasy, the most beautiful dance, etc.
So
it's
nice.
very, very nice. It's very, very beautiful.
Yeah, they compete.
It's very, very beautiful. And in the south, everybody knows the carnival. The carnival in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, you can see the carnival. And in Salvador, the carnival is different. It's the bands inside of the on top of the big trucks,
Okay.
And songs.
Yeah, they're playing music.
All night, all
what
day.
time of year do these carnivals happen?
The carnival is normally in February.
February. Okay.
Yeah, not in February. Normally is a 1 week festival. Yeah.
Cool.
And sometimes be longer, 10 days, 15 days.
Yeah, it just depends on how carried away we get.
People go to the street to dance and forget the job, forget everything.
I love that. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So Brazil is also known for samba schools. Have you taken
the samba. It's in the Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah. Have you taken lessons?
Yeah, this is the carnival in Rio de Janeiro is samba.
Okay.
And the carnival in Salvador is different type of music. It's more I don't know how to say that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Those sound like a lot of fun. So let's wrap up by what's your favorite thing about where you live?
The favorite thing? Oh, I'm living in the center of the country. It is the federal district, so it's a very administrative city. So it is like Washington. But we have here a lot of waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls, rivers, and caves. So I like it so much to camping and stay with the waterfall and near to the waterfall, etc. So it's very nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of outdoors life. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of. And my city is very spread. It's like cities in US, very spread. You have to have a car because the city is very spread.
Spread out,
It's not like São Paulo. São Paulo is like New York. You know, a lot of buildings, etc., traffic, etc. No, here is very spread, very open city. Yeah, it's very. A lot of green trees, etc. It's very nice.
Oh, it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I really hope that all of the people got to learn more about Brazil and how you came to be our regional manager in Brazil and all of that. And I know I certainly learned a lot today, and I cannot wait to continue to work with you and learn more about Brazil as time goes on.
Yeah, I would like to invite all the divers from all the world to come to Brazil. Brazil is very, very fun adventure. I think that will be a very pleasure to visit and dive in and know the food and the history, etc. And thank you all channel listeners and SDI staff for this opportunity. Very nice to talk about my country.
Of course. We'll have you back sometime and we'll do it again. And we'll talk about some more diving in Brazil. But until next time, bye.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.